Charles.
The real puzzling issue is, why did Obama escalate it into a crisis on the Friday? Because remember, the insult, it was an insult, happened earlier in the week, but it was a gaffe. It wasn't a change in policy. What Netanyahu had agreed to with Obama over the last year is that there would be a freeze on settlements, but they explicitly, the two of them, excluded Jerusalem. So this announcement of the expansion of housing in this neighborhood was outside of that agreement. Now, it should never have been announced at the time of the visit of the vice president. It was a gaffe. It was not intentional. Prime Minister did not know about this. It happened by a member of their cabinet, lower-level member of the cabinet. He apologized. He groveled. The vice president accepted it. Then 2 days later was the call from the Secretary of State, which was then leaked, and it was indicated that Obama was extremely angry and he made new demands. The Secretary of State has now said, she said a couple of days ago, Israel has to show its seriousness about a peace. Now, that is an insult. Israel has been looking for a peace agreement since the last 62 years. Between the 47 and last year, in 2008 actually, when the Prime Minister Olmert offered an unbelievably generous settlement, which Abbas, the leader of the Palestinians, rejected, again, as was rejected the deal in 2000, when the Secretary of State's husband, the President of the United States, has told us the Israelis made an unbelievably generous offer, including the division of Jerusalem, and were rejected again and again. The Palestinians now have not even accepted, before the Biden incident, did not even accept direct negotiations with Israel. That's why we're having proximity talks. They have not made a gesture or concession of a step, and the Secretary of State says Israel has to show its seriousness about peace.
The Israelis' relationship with this administration seemed to be cooling, but quickly, do you think it's really off track now?
It is, and I think it's because Obama is seeing how much he can push the Israelis, and he's making demands which are now in private, including the stopping of all housing and development in Jerusalem, which no Israeli government will accept. So it's a question of how much he wants a crisis, because if he wants it, he'll get it.